friends, today I'm going to tell you about the alkali metals. Let's get started. So these are the alkali metals. They are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. These elements are in this order. So today I'm going to tell you about potassium. Potassium is a very light, it's quite dense. That most elements are though. It's not dense, as much dense. It's so light that it can float on water. It has another property. Put it in water, now it reacts vigorously with water. So when potassium is put into water, it reacts and turns into flammable hydrogen gas. And that hydrogen gas burns easily because the power of the reaction, all that stuff causes hydrogen to ignite, giving potassium the property of burning when putting in contact with water. Then also, if you do a flame test, say use a sort of stick, put potassium on it, fire it up, and so you'll see that it sends out a not lurid, that was for hydrogen. It kind of gives a light red color, a lot, and it's a silvery metal. So this is a soft metal, and it's so soft that it can be cut with a knife. So this is a shiny silvery metal. So say if you have a cylinder this big of potassium, or maybe a cuboid of potassium, and then you leave it out in the air, it would tarnish. And if you cut it with a knife slowly and carefully, it would reveal a layer of a lot of silvery and all that stuff. So the most naturally occurring mineral of potassium is slivite. Sly as a fox. Wow. So slivite is the mineral which occurs naturally. It's an orangish, whitish skin, peach color typed. You can call it a rock, like a rock, though it's a mineral. It's a naturally occurring one, and it contains the compound. It's kind of similar to halide, which is also known as sodium chloride or simply salt. Wow. So then we come to matchsticks. Light it up, and we all know what matchsticks are. Matchsticks are light. So potassium chloride, a compound of potassium, chlorine and oxygen, is used in the manufacture of matches. Matches are manufactured by using potassium chloride and oxygen mixture, potassium chloride. So that one, once you put it on the pink head of a matchstick and then just rub it on, it ignites due to friction. They mix in small amounts when we rub it, and when a match is struck, phosphorus, potassium and chloride mix in small amounts and then ignite due to friction. Then we all know about kidney stones, the stones that form in the kidneys. So that kidney stone which you get sometimes, mostly happens to people. To prevent that from happening, food rich in potassium like bananas is used to prevent that. So if you use potassium in food, don't eat it directly. We all know if you eat an element, the water inside us would cause it to ignite because hydrogen or whatever of that, because it's very dangerous and nobody would try eating that. But the food which is rich in potassium, like coconut, celery, banana, coconut, as we all know. I just told you. Say you can drink the coconut water. It is like bananas are often considered to be potassium rich, but many other foods have higher percentage of this element. A cup of coconut water, for example, has 600 mg, 0.02 O's of coconut water, for example. Potassium compared to 422 mg, 0.015 in a medium-sized banana. This useful element keeps the brain, nerves and muscles functioning normally. So we all know that it keeps that all functioning normally. And now, not just does it help us, it also helps plants. Then we come on to plant food. So this plant food is like this plant needs. This is not a real one, but the real plants need like food. So fertilizers are given. Fertilizers are the most industrial use of this element. The most industrial use of potassium is this thing, a fertilizer. So nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium content. In fact, fertilizers are often referred to by their NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium content, because N stands for nitrogen, P stands for potassium. No, not for that, stands for phosphorus, and then K, as we know, stands for potassium. So that is NPK fertilizer. So plants are fertilized by using that. So I think that's all for today. Meet you next time in my next video. Goodbye.